Good day, everyone. My name is David Ellis. I'm a developer for the One Exit Group. Today, I'm going to be showing you our new release, which is IntakeIQ. This is a brilliant piece of software for entrepreneurs as well as educators. We initially built this software as a form builder, but then we decided that we would broaden the scope of the software and include people who want to educate people online, etc. This is an AI-powered software. So first of all, I'm going to sign in, and then I am going to show you around the dashboard. Okay, let's just sign in. This is what the dashboard is going to look like when you sign in. And here we have a number of different features for you. This little globe that you see here will change the language of the software from English to Dutch to Spanish to French to German to Italian to Portuguese and also to Hebrew. Okay, this is to toggle the light and dark mode of the software. For our purposes, I'm going to toggle it to light, and this is where you can find your profile if you want to set up your profile. Okay, now we have a heading here called surveys, but this is more than just a survey software. So what you can do is click the new survey and see all the wonderful things that you can do. I'm going to show you what the themes look like. We have a number of themes there for you. So this is what your forms are going to look like. You can also build your own theme. So you don't have to go by what we have here. You can duplicate and edit a theme and choose your own branding colors to match your brand. Here we have a number of custom domains, which is surveydomains.com. You can actually add your own domain. And yeah, if you have, let's say, cnn.com, you can put that in here so that your surveys will be branded in the URL, which is this area here for you. Now, I'm going to click New Survey, and as I have done so, you can either build one with an AI, you could build one with a survey flow. I will explain what this is, this purple button right here, or you can create a new survey manually. Because we are demonstrating the capabilities of this software, I am going to build with AI. Now, here's where this gets interesting. What is the goal of your survey? Okay, I am going to do something unexpected. I want to build a multiple choice quiz to test my students on DNA and its effects on the human body and how it expresses itself. The quiz should have a pass or fail result and should indicate the percentage of correctly answered questions. All right. I figured that, yeah. So I'm just going to put this. I want to build a multiple choice quiz to test my students on DNA and its effects on the human body and how it expresses itself. The quiz should have a pass or fail result and should indicate the percentage of currently answered questions. Now, you would think this is very, very scarce information. But you see, we have this area here, the URL to learn from. So I'm going to click in there, and I'm going to go to a company that I deal with in my business called DNA Power. DNA Power. I'm going to go this way. And it will probably take me to the DNA Power website where I will click the Learn button, and I will go to the Knowledge Center. Now, the Knowledge Center has a number of articles. I'm going to DNA Day, what it is, why it matters, and how you can celebrate your DNA. So I'm going to click this, and I am going to take this blog here, and I'm going to copy the URL, and then I'm going to drop it right here. It is that simple. You could also upload a PDF or a docx or a text file if you wanted to. The language should be in English. You could select an AI model. For this, I want to probably do Anthropic. It's more scientific as a model. You absolutely can go through the different AIs that are here. We offer a number of different choices. And I want it to be 10 questions. Let's say I want 10 questions. I want the tone to be either, let's go formal. Actually, you know what? Let's go neutral. Do I want branching logic? No, branching logic is basically if you answer a question, it turns it into a different path on the logic chain of the quiz. There's no branching logic here. We're going to go question by question. I'm going to just click this off. Results and outcomes and segments, absolutely. You keep that toggled on because we've already expressed it's a pass or fail. Okay, I'm going to generate the survey right now, and then I'm going to pause the video and come back to you. And this is the result that you're moving on to. The AI drafted your survey, review the settings, then edit questions, logic, and outcomes. So here you can set up your survey to match your branding if you wanted to. If I wanted it to look with this green background, clean medical background, there's a corporate background, there's a dark mode background, a friendly bot background, which is more yellow. Let's use the education style. Because this is an education quiz. Do I want it to be an AI chat conversation? And I'll explain that in a moment as we do a free form. Or do I want it to be a classic step-by-step form, which I will choose because I want the individuals to go from one question to the next. And then you could customize your survey. You could put a disqualification criteria or a thank you, a specialized thank you. So the title of my survey is DNA Knowledge. I'm going to put that, and I'm going to put start as my button label to start the quiz. And then I'm going to say, put a description. This is a quiz for my DNA students. Okay. All right, so you'll notice that there's an HTML area here. You can absolutely convert and input a lot of HTML code if you wanted to put a video in here as well. Okay, so the background color, I could leave it as white, or I could put a hex code in here for a particular color to match my branding. Okay, so there is that. I can put a background image URL, which I have already loaded here. And so this is a Parliament building in Regina, Saskatchewan. And we can put a webhook as well. For those of you who use webhooks, you can connect this software to Zapier, to Stripe, anywhere you want to connect it to. We left the webhooks open for you guys so you can make any kinds of integration that you want. All right. And so this is scheduling. Like if I wanted that exam to appear on a certain date, I can absolutely choose which date to start the exam. You could also limit one response per IP address. If this is a finals exam, you want that person to be able to take the exam once. So you simply click this little toggle switch right here, this little box right here, and it will only accept one response or one submission from the individual and limit their IP. So if they try to take the quiz again, they will be disqualified from doing so. Right? You can put a number of other customizations like completion animation. Do I want to put confetti, fireworks, balloons, or a check mark? I think for our users, we're not going to put confetti. We're going to probably put a check mark. Okay? There's custom codes and so on. And You can also put in your social links if you wanted to. So that is the first part. You're going to save the changes. Okay, the changes have been saved. You go on to the questions, and it gives you all the questions, and you can edit the question. So the logic has already been decided for you. So you're pretty much almost finished your quiz, and that's how long it took to make an exam out of a simple blog page. Okay, you can choose your own logic. So as an example, if you wanted the students who passed to go to a particular place, or you wanted them to gain a particular prize, you can absolutely redirect them to a certificate software, which we also have as well. We can do outcomes. So these are the outcomes: passed and failed. Okay, so there it is. We have the results, which will be compiled here when people take your quiz. And this is the analytics. Now, let's say 1,000 people take your quiz. You want to know what you're doing good as an educator. So the AI analytics will pretty much tell you which areas the students have absorbed enough information on, and which areas that you need to concentrate on for the people who have failed the test or in your future endeavors as an educator, right? Now, this is the launch area and so on. Okay, now we haven't published this quiz. I don't think we have, but I'm about to publish it right now. The quiz is now published, and we can go to the launch area. We can grab this URL, which is here. We also have a QR code where you can actually just send the QR code or post it on a poster, and people can take your quiz. And this is what the quiz is going to look like. So this is a preview. I am going to start the quiz in this window right now. And here's my DNA knowledge quiz, a very basic with my background, and everything is done for me right away. All right, so I'm going to go start, and I'm going to say, what does DNA stand for? I'm going to put deoxyribonucleic acid. And now that is the actual true answer of that question. We're going to go for double helix. And we're going to put some wrong answers inside here. And we're just going to randomize this. Remember, there's only 10 questions in here, so I'm going to just get a lot of this wrong, first of all, and then I will fail this exam. All right, what is your name? I'm going to put in my name as David, and then I'm going to, what is the email? I'm going to put in my 1x email. And I have actually failed this exam. Thanks for taking the quiz. It looks like a few key concepts need another review. Let's go over the DNA basics again, and I can download my results right here. And this is my results. So I've downloaded my questions, and I could look at my questions on my desktop. As you can see, it's coming down right now. I am going to just open it in the browser window, and there are my answers and there are my questions. So I have failed, remarkably failed, and there you can see what I have done to pretty much in the quiz. So there are my questions, there are my answers, and what is happening for me is that I can go to my dashboard, and I can go back to my surveys. As I said before, you can check my results, right? And you can see that I have, first of all, taken the quiz. It took me 42 seconds, apparently, and I failed. And I can view and download my PDF. If there were 1,000 different results inside here, I would just simply ask an AI to give me analytics about my passing and failing rate, and that would be make sense of all the results. Okay, so there is that aspect. Now, I want to go back to the survey area, and I'm going to show you how to create a survey flow with an AI. Let's do something different here, and let's put DNA. And it's just given my URL a slug. And then I'm going to put the goal of objective, learn about DNA. Business context, I want, hold on one sec. I want my students to learn about DNA. Okay. And the URL is from this, the same URL, or I could just upload a PDF or text document. I want 10 questions. I want it to be, well, neutral. Custom directives, always prompt to find out whether the students understand. There we go. Okay. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on my teaching style. Well, I'm a lazy teacher because I could just simply have them learn from the AI. I'm going to select a model. I'm going to go to the Anthropic model. And I think I will go with something like clean and medical. Okay. Now watch very carefully what I'm about to do. I'm just going to click the free form survey, and it's going to ask me a bunch of questions. This is the DNA Learning Center. Okay. And I want my students to learn about, and there you go. It has pretty much given me a lot of information because it has scraped the URL. And I can absolutely DNA knowledge. I'm going to put start. I'm going to put DNA Learning Center. Okay. I'm not typing very well today, but there we go. And we're going to go with the same background URL, and there we go. We're going to go with balloons this time. And I think that's it. So the launch is here, and so we're going to probably go to the settings and publish this to make it active. Let's go to the launch. I'm going to copy the URL, and I'm going to drop it in this window right here. DNA Knowledge, our DNA Learning Center. There we go. We click that, and instead of a quiz, we have a free-form survey. Hi, welcome to the DNA Learning Center. To start, what do you already know about DNA? And there's a number of answers there. A lot, some basics, very little, nothing yet, very little. Thanks for being honest. Let's start simply in your words. What do you think DNA actually is? A blueprint for life. I'm going to put that in there. And then let's see what it does. As you can see, people can learn interactively from just a few adjustments that you make. Okay? Good start. DNA is often called the blueprint of life. Do you know what shape or structure DNA has? And it has a bunch of different questions here. So I'm going to probably say, I'm going to guess a double helix. Correct. DNA has a double helix structure. Do you know who discovered the structure and roughly when? You guys get the general idea. All right. That's a free-form survey. You can learn a lot from this free-form survey, obviously. All right. And so you can see on your dashboard who has been taking your quizzes or not. and you could pretty much guess which one of your students is actually learning and actually using the resources that you have provided for them in an easy, interactive manner. You guys get the power of this. Now, I use this in an education standpoint, okay? But you can absolutely use it in your business. I'm just going to close this to find out from your customers why it is they're not buying a particular product, what they would like to see happening, which is why we put it for service, which was the original use case, but we've expanded it since then. You guys can actually ask your customers what they would like, what they would most like to see from your business and so on in an interactive forum. Or let's say you wanted your customers to learn something about a piece of software that you've created. You could absolutely put all the manual of that software inside one of these, and your chatbot, the freeform survey that you just saw, will act as a troubleshooter for that individual, teaching them exactly what they need to do. You guys get the general application of this? Well, I hope you do. Anyway, guys, if there's something else you would like to see, because we're going to be adding to this, believe it or not, we're offering it to you on 2 different plans. You could buy the software outright and we do the setup for you. We're going to be selling this software at $250. We try to keep the prices low if you want to buy it outright, or we're going to be doing a month-to-month subscription of $10 to $15 depending on the plan that you choose. Okay, guys? Let us know what you think at info@onexa.com, or you can just hit me up on our page at https://onexa.com. Thank you guys for watching, and let us know what you think.
Hi, everybody. This is Amy Kruzik. I am a certified hypnotherapist from the International Association of Counselors in Therapy and the Professional Board of Hypnotherapy here in Canada. I am here to announce the opening of our new Unified Health Systems online store, where you will find professional courses and done-for-you products at reasonable prices in the market. Check them out at shop.unifiedhealthsystems.com. Bye, everybody. See you there.